First of all, why am I making this video? Well, as you know, look at me. Look at me. You wouldn't be able to tell that I was actually going through severe depression. I mean, I look like I'm happy here, right? But internally, I was going through such a hard time. I wanted to give up on my life, literally. So, I've been through a lot of things, and people can't tell. They think I'm this, happy-go-lucky, the nice girl who's everybody's best friends. No, I'm not. But, got to learn the hard way. So, I'm making this video exactly because I wish that someone told me when I was younger that this is only temporary, and ways on how to make your life better and easier through this hard period. And I'm here for you, baby, so let's get on to it. A lot of people don't know that I've actually been through this, so I'm being vulnerable and I'm being honest. I've been through a lot of shit, and also I've suffered from depression, the condition such as depression. And mental health is very, very relevant in this day and age, and it's very important to talk about it instead of stigmatizing it and saying that, oh, you're being too sensitive, it's a weakness. Guess what? Nobody knew. For 10 straight years, nobody knew I had depression. I was 16, 17, and I was going through such a hard time. I moved to another city in the UK, and I've gotten sick. And that makes me feel like mentally and physically I wasn't well, and I've been through a lot of things like trauma, abusive things, and I'm not going to get too in depth into that. And I also nearly got kicked out of college. College is not like, let's say America, like university. It's more like high school for 2 years, and literally the teachers, they threatened me that they will kick me out of college because of my low attendance, and I couldn't help it because I was going through the health condition plus illness and a lot of things combined together. Of course, a lot of people don't understand that because they only see that, oh, look, you're healthy, you're making excuses, aren't you? And no, but let me tell you, I'm over it completely. I used to suffer from panic attack. I'm an empath myself, so I actually can feel other people's emotions, energy, easily. I can even read their thoughts sometimes. I know that sounds hard to believe, but we exist, okay? And I really hated having such emotions, being so sensitive. I really hated it, and instead I told myself I have to be the strong man. I have to be the one to put everything together. I got to smash this. I got to be the one to save myself. I tell you, depression isn't just one day you're sad, and we as human beings have been through it, but it's constantly. For years, I felt like I was just in utter hell, but in human form and in reality, and I just hated living. It got to a point that it's so bad that I was looking in the mirror, I was dissociating with my body and self, and I hated being a human. Also includes other fellow human beings, and I prefer to be with animals because it's less drama and less trauma. Let's say that. But let me tell you how to overcome your depression. And it's not something that you can just bye. But it's a gradual process. It's about, let me tell you, depression basically means you're playing a character that you're sick of playing. Let me say again. You're playing a character that you're not, and you're dying because it's enough. What is this shit show? What is this mask that you're playing? Who are you trying to please here? And no, you're not happy about it. You're dying. I realised I was playing a role, the perfect friend, daughter, let's say, whatever, and to have my shit together and never show any weakness because I hate showing weakness because I feel like people will use me or use it against me. But look at me now! I'm saying it publicly, so nobody can use it against me. I'm honest. I'm very open with it, with some things that I feel comfortable sharing, and I want to help others going through the same thing. What actually helped me is realising that no longer am I going to play this game, this role, trying to meet others' expectations. I was literally like a moth, burning myself in the fire, trying to please and keep everyone warm while I was dying inside internally. And I told myself, no, I made a choice in an environment where nobody is supporting you, where nobody loves you, you feel like nobody understands you. Like, I remember the times when I tried to open up to my friends and they would just shove a funny video in my face and tell me to like suck it up basically. And it just felt very lonely. People not understanding you and loving you. But you know what? It's time for you to love yourself and accept yourself. And it starts from then. It's okay to improve yourself in the process, but can you accept yourself as who you are right now? Because what we see in this world, wars, like everything, like let's go to like a personal level, like internal level. Like you can't change the world unless you change yourself first. So that's what I focused on after I realized that I needed me. It's a good idea to reach out for support and help. And back then I did go counselling. I reached out for help, and it's very important you do as well. Don't suffer in silence. And there are support out there, like people who you can trust. And even though some people, you find out their true colours, they don't actually care and love you. And also through this experience, I found out who's my true friend. So it's not like a all bad thing, and it really built my character, who I am today. And I would not say it's a trauma, it's a pain and hardship that made me. It's me who made myself, not the trauma. It's me who made a decision to overcome it. Yes, I'd like to thank myself, and you should love yourself and thank yourself too. Like every day you're surviving, you made through the day, it was hard, okay? You have one of these days where it's just utter shit, but you made through it, you did your best. And I forgive myself for doing the best I can. I don't know better. I'm doing the best I can in that moment. And I refuse to give up, even though I was very close to giving up on life and that kind of stuff, but this too shall pass. I know that sounds crazy, because now you're going through a hard phase in your life, and I'm me saying, oh yeah, you'll pass. But it will pass in a matter of time. And in the past, I felt like maybe I'm like a victim. And why is this happening to me? I want you to change that right now to saying, try me, babe. Try me, mate. Try me, babe. I'm not gonna fall. And it's only gonna make you stronger. I know it's a cliche, people say, like, oh, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. It's true. It makes you wiser, stronger, more resilient. And nobody can stop you, because, trust me, I've been through worse shit. This can't stop me. This is nothing. But that doesn't mean I should tolerate any disrespect or any low behaviour, and I'll call them out. Or not engage and buy, because your energy matters. Energy is a new currency. What you focus on grows. So if you keep thinking, I'm so miserable, I'm so pathetic, I hate myself, guess what? It's going to get worse because you believe so, and your beliefs create your reality. That's what I realised. And even though in the hardships, have hope. It's like a candle in the dark, in the light. Even though how hard, how horrible the world seems like, even a glimpse of hope is much needed, and what you need to keep going forward. Know where you want to go. If you're in an environment where you're not happy, work towards it. Work towards to get out of there. It's not the end yet. You're too young to say it's the end. It's not. Think about the things you love to do. The people who love and care about you. So, remember what you truly care and passionate about. Like, what lights you up in life. You're sick of playing like a fake self. Comparing yourself with other people on the internet, Instagram, like thinking you're not good enough, thinking you're ugly, guilt, shame, unworthiness. You are worthy. Let me tell you that. You are valuable and people love you and you have a gift to share to the world. So don't decide that for yourself now, that you're not worthy. You are, just by being. I used to think that I have to prove myself to the world. No! Me just being deserves unconditional love from people, respect and love. But you must give it to yourself first. Can you love yourself without conditions? I would have panic attacks, literally going outside. That's how bad it was. You know, being on the bus. You know, I couldn't breathe. That's how bad it was. My social anxiety was just like skyrocketed. And I don't know how to live. I just want to hide in my little room and be shut out from everyone forever. But I'm out of it. And you can too. Remember, like, there was a time when the caterpillar was ugly. It cannot fly. It was trapped. And in the metamorphosis stage, in a cocoon, you are learning. Everything you've been through, you are growing. You're growing through the experience. You can turn it. Everything, the pain, hardships, everything into gold by healing yourself. By learning the lessons instead of victimizing yourself. Don't tolerate bullshit though. Let me tell you, don't tolerate any bullshit. Call them out, cut them out. That's what I learned. I had to learn boundaries. And boundaries matters because you matter and you got to protect yourself, your body, energy on all levels. Get clear and get straight with your intentions on where you want to go next, the next step. And maybe you'll take a little time. Maybe you have to bear it in the present moment. And there's a dichotomy between where you want to go and where you are right now. But guess what? Every single day you can just focus on 1% how to improve your life. Focus on your joy. Even when you're in this situation, you can learn to accept the present moment and love it. Accept it. It's shit now, okay? But I can do something about this. What you can control. Focus on what you can control. And that means, for me, it was doing things that gives me a sense of clarity of mind. That puts my mind at ease. Drawing, colour, singing, expressing myself, being with my friends. What puts you in flow and being in present. Another thing is, meditation does help me. And journaling, reflections, and being kinder and more compassionate towards yourself. Again, this is not like a week that you can overcome your depression. It takes time. Depends. It's a lot of inner self-work. When you have depression, it's like a sign for you to do inner work. Perfect opportunity to find and know thyself. I love animals. So yeah, getting a dog in my life was one of the best things I ever had. Having a dog in your life is tremendous. It makes a huge impact because now you're forced to go out. You're forced to take vitamin D. When you're in a gym, when you're walking, okay, you really can't be freaking stressing out. When I am working out, like burning 500 calories, do I have the time to be depressed in that moment? No. It's like it hijacks your brain with oxytocin and dopamine and stuff. So get a dog, go to the gym, if it helps you. Sunlight and really grounding yourself with Mother Nature. Like HTL is what you need. It feels like nobody understands you. Nobody knows the pain. And I used to feel like I was the most miserable person in the whole planet. Guess what? You are not alone. There are people who are going through the same thing as you. And you can overcome it. And get out on the top, stronger. More amazing. You're an amazing human being. And acknowledge yourself that you are worthy of the love you give to others. If you are so compassionate towards narcissists out there, people who take from you, and you're being so understanding, can't you give that to yourself first? Can't you give yourself, fulfilling that cup within yourself first? Because if you're not happy, you cannot give from an empty cup. I'm going to tell you, there's so many things that you look forward to you can do. Make a list of things you want to do in your life, okay? And guess what? having a vision board motivates me, and knowing that, you know, I'm gonna do this, mate, excites me. Like, life, it's not supposed to be suffering. Fuck that. I'm sorry. Well, sometimes life is suffering, but it's not all suffering. You can make it fun and exciting too. By changing your belief system, the mindset. You know, all this shit thinking, like the shame and guilt, they were programmed by others to me. Unlearn all that shit. Why? When is the day you think, you know, how did it started? Like the day when you think you're not worthy and ugly and everything people told you. Unlearn all that shit. They're freaking bullshitting. They're lying. And I'm so stupid for believing in them back then. But you know what? I forgive myself. And I only forgive them if I am ready to and if I want to. And that doesn't mean you're going to be friends with them again. That means bye, let go, and that's it. No more attachments. Sometimes it's just the people you're around with. If you're not in an environment where people appreciate, love you, and respect you, of course you're going to feel like shit. But give yourself time. Give yourself love, attention. Heal yourself. What do you need in your life? What is it that you need and want? And you can't look outside for other people to fulfill that. Stop asking externally for validations. Validate yourself right here, right now. Why focus on your weaknesses? Focus on what you can do and give to yourself. Your strengths, your gifts. We all have it. For example, I'm good at certain things. I'm very good at like doing different tones and voices. And I've never seen other people do it the way I am. So I'm proud of that. And I like drawing. I like do what things you're good at. Why are you focusing on things that you're shit at, mate? Please. Please. So at the end of the day, I got through it. I want you to know that it's not permanent. You can overcome it. It's not forever. And it's too early to say no and bye now. Enjoy the journey, enjoy the climb, and enjoy both the process and where you want to be. Each milestone. And you are enough and worthy as who you are right now. That doesn't mean you're not going to improve yourself. You can still enjoy, love yourself, accept yourself now. Okay, I'm good. You're not perfect, and it's why you're perfect being you. That means you can still go forward, but in a state of not lack from abundance. And feel the fear and do it anyway. Whatever you're like comfortable with. So overall, be the light. Shine a light towards your darkness. And you are your hero. No prince came to save me. Nobody came to save me. I saved myself. And you can save yourself too. So love yourself, baby. Love yourself is the answer. Know yourself is the answer. And love ya, baby. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really felt inclined to speak on this matter. And it did take courage and a lot of reflection. But I'm no longer to be afraid. And to be vulnerable and to share. Because I know somebody out there needs to hear this. They're not alone. You are not alone. Alright, take care. Love you, baby. And follow for more Draco EXP and adventures in Japan. Let me know what kind of video you'd like to see more in the future.